welcome everybody to another Errmal's World. Hey, did you see that? Can I look at the window? Look through the window. What do you think? What do you think? Ooh, did they fix it? Did they fix it? Okay, things were broken, and now things are better. Ooh, oh, they're all back. It's so nice. Now, of course, some of them are kind of messed up now because, you know how it was when they weren't showing up. I was punching them all and broke some things, and things got put back in dumb places. Okay, but anyways, now I can fix. Now I can fix. This is all fixable. I can fix this. Yes, very good. Yes, very excited. And just, okay, where am I? Oh, yeah, see. Paintings everywhere. Is this a new paint? No, that's not a new painting. Okay, aha, see? You can't see the secret pumpkins that are lighting this up. Why for, okay. Apparently, someone has blocked off my secret entrance. I must find a way through to restore sanity to my world. But I'll do that later, because, you know, I'm fine with it being insane right now. Okay, let's see. Oh, yep, lots of paintings. And then, of course, there was the place where I spammed the paintings. Yeah, These don't need to be up there anymore. Couldn't see them before. Now I can see them. They're all over the place. Let's clean that up. Oops, sorry about that. I was just swinging my axe and accidentally took out the sheep. Totally didn't. Alright, so what are we going to work on today? The interior work, I believe, is done. I believe all the details are in. For the interior courtyard. I've done a little bit of the details, sort of laying out walls, where things are going to go, putting some floors down. You know, these are the teachers' quarters, you know, because the teachers will teach in the lessons room, which are going to be out there. But yeah, they have a place to sleep too. They don't sleep in their classrooms. I don't know. When you look at the dark arts room, you see the dark arts room, and you see the teacher has an office, and in that office, it does kind of look like maybe it's where, you know, maybe they do sleep. Maybe they do, you know, I don't know. I just don't think. I don't know. I was gonna put some rooms here, and for each of the teachers, and yeah, some of the formatting got busted, but. What? I can't go anywhere. Some of the format got busted. But anyways, each teacher would have their own wall. Okay, give me a second. Yeah, I see. It's dangerous. It is dangerous around here. I don't need that. And so 3 offices here. Oh, I didn't mean for that. 3 offices there, and then 2 offices, and then 2 offices. That, if you do the math real quick, that's 10. Maybe some offices down here. You can see I have not sketched these out. Or not. Maybe 10 is enough. There was like 17 teachers in that list. Now, of course, not all the teachers were at the same time, because it included all the dark art teachers, like Lupin and Mad-Eye, and well, they weren't here in the castle at the same time, but I think I might still, because it might be fun to still have a Lupin room and decorate it with werewolfy things. I don't know, and a Mad-Eye. Anyways, I don't know what I'm gonna do. That was my thought. In terms of exterior details, I really think fast way out. I need fast way out. Okay, I really think I might be done with everything except for this side. Okay, oh, yes, this wall is not done, but I wanted to know what the teachers' rooms look like, and then I will put the windows in accordingly. So that one's just going to wait. For everything else, I think it's now dependent on what I need the interior to look at before I do anything. Like I want to, you know, make the clock room, and it's probably going to change the way that looks. But again, interior is going to be the leading factor in how that's designed. I got all of these in. Man, it's just looking really good. Okay, well, not all exterior, I guess. Not all exterior is done, I guess, because this courtyard is supposed to be a mucho bigger, and then it's going to have the bridge that comes off of it. When I was putting that in, I'm like, no, this is too huge. It won't be bigger than this. But now that I see it like in in the scale, related to the rest of the build, like, oh yeah, it actually needs to be quite a bit bigger. Um, so I was thinking it wasn't going to be. I was already thinking that was too big. Oops. So that's something I might work on today. The one that I'm sort of starting to feel like working on is the clock room. Is this all kind of okay? Yeah, this one's a smaller one because I couldn't fit as many as I wanted, so that window looks a little different. Anyways, who cares? Let's go and look over here as well. Yeah, I believe I'm done. Exterior. Yep. And then the landscaping, of course, then is done. I may bring the water in more. Like I said, there's so many different models that you can see online. Some have this being completely surrounded by water, and so all of this would become water all the way around, and the bridge goes over the water. But then quite a few others, the water ends somewhere behind here-ish, maybe a little bit further in, and then it's just a big, chasm still, even though it doesn't have water in it. I don't know what I don't really want to have to bring that water in, so I might take the lazy way and just say, okay, the water doesn't come all the way through. But, uh-oh. There's going to be boom booms. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to go take care of some things. Taking care of some things. All right. Yeah, so let's go ahead and just jump into what some of the ideas are that I have up here. I don't record a lot of me doing the actual building just because of time commitments and the sound that goes on throughout the whole house. I don't have like a recording studio. So at any given time, you could hear all sorts of noises from the rest of the family members. But what I'd like to do... wrong floor. Oh yeah, the top floor. Is right here. Okay, yeah, I just go through the window. This is the floor. Yeah, and so it gets kind of crazy because the question is, these are supposed to be big gears, and it looks like some sort of big clockwork shenanigans. Let's see, some of these. Yep, let's put some of these away. Some of this, yep, very good. Some of that, I don't know why I still have the paintings. Very nice, very nice. Let's put those down. Oh, I've got lots of paintings. But it's hard to make. Okay, bear with me. Gears are round. Minecraft blocks are not. All right, so you already knew that, right? If you've been playing, you know it. That's the closest you can. It's kind of, Let's look at this one. Nope. So, how am I going to do this? I think, maybe a big gear that sits behind here. I don't know how I'm going to design it. Then maybe, like some poles that come out of the middle. I don't know these poles, probably the chains. I know the chains aren't poles, but it will give that look that I think I want. And then maybe some like fancier gears that are just in random different places. And someone will look at the gears and say, that doesn't do anything. And I'll be like, yeah, it's magic. It's Hogwarts magic. We'll kind of fill up the room with machinery looking things. One of the things I think I have to do, is maybe elevate this so that there's a place to crawl under it in different places. And then maybe put this wood. I don't have wood with me right now. Bring that up there. Break this out. Oh, I didn't want to break that. That one can stay. Oh, it gets into that part. Interesting. It would. I may have to cap this off just before I want to. I'll have to see how that looks. But then I wouldn't need this guy. And then this wood. Yeah, but see, that's too high. Because then that wood's going to come up and you're not really going to have a vantage point. Alright, I will keep working on this. Lots of thoughts need to be put into this. A lot of thinking must be done. And I'm not really good at that. Okay. Okay. All right, I'll catch you in just a moment. Okay. This is kind of like what I was thinking. All right. So there's a platform. Yes, you can stand here and look out at the greatness and over the bridge. And again, it'll be a bigger thingy down there. Oh, just wait, hello. How you doing? But then, yes, lots of gears. So gears are tough, but I think I'm happy with the gear. There's like a small one, and maybe there's a big one behind it. Yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. And maybe, coming out of, let's actually use a different color just to kind of, bring the contrast in. Maybe another gear. This time lying flat, right? Like I don't know how big this one's going to be. So but I can't use the stairs. So here I used the stairs. This one, then it would probably have to be like maybe these to be. That's not what it's going to look like, but you get the idea. Maybe these to kind of round it out or add the teeth of the gears. It's just a couple more. I build that one, maybe build one over here, maybe build this one touching a little one. That's like, again, they don't do anything other than they give you the sense that when you walk into this room, this is a giant clock, and this is the gears of that clock. Even though the gears won't make any sense in terms of, well, if that turns, won't that? No, I don't care. I don't care. If it doesn't, we don't care. We are going to be happy with it. So what I might do though, because it's very, you can see too much, too much. So maybe I'll put the room here, like put some wall in, make that a little bit more claustrophobic. Maybe even put the wall over here, something. Then it gives me a lot of space I got to decorate with something else. But I think making this look like a nice room that it's supposed to look like is going to really help out the rest of the build. So I'll go ahead and sacrifice that. Yeah, I'll go ahead and maybe make this room smaller. Maybe I'm thinking. So this walkway, when you come up this walkway, I like having this open. I like having the stairs. You can see the room with all the thingies, and you come up and you can go out onto the patio, which is totally non-canon, or you can come down here. Maybe this I take out and just leave it at patio. No, I leave it. I leave, and I just put the wall. I think I might want this to be big on one side. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so this hallway, and maybe the wall goes here, and you come down hallway, and yes, it opens up into a room here. That way you can get to these rooms, and maybe there's a couple doors or something to get in here, maybe over there. And then, but that 3/4, half of the room would be all gears, and I'll just, again, random gears and random shapes. I don't know how I'm going to do lighting. I don't want mobs to spawn. Oh, carpet, brown carpet, because they won't spawn on those stairs, but okay, I figured it out. Okay, I'm just gonna spend a few more minutes working on this. I'm gonna have to go find some brown carpet. I don't know where I have any. Probably all the way back at my base. Ooh, okay, I'll get some rockets while I'm back there. I'm getting low on rockets. Oh, I can't talk. Oh, all right, be back in a second. All right, so okay, I was blinking, but now I've done a lot of work. And I'm in this courtyard because I don't want to show you the work yet, because I did too much without showing you, and you're gonna be mad. But also, the reason why I'm in this courtyard because I realized I made some mistakes, and when I finally figured out what was going on, what the real story is, this courtyard plays a role in what I messed up. Okay, so let me try to walk through my problems. In a lot of the models, right, sometimes there's a grassy courtyard, but most of them don't have any courtyard. They have it's like a room. It's just a little extension that comes out. It's all stony, and this door isn't visible from the outside. So you come up the stairs, right? There's the boats. Come up the little stairs, and you are inside. You are in a building. There's some steps that take you into the Great Hall. There's some steps that move you in different places. And I liked one of the models that showed this as grass, so I did that. But I'm convinced now that this isn't where the grassy courtyard is. The grassy courtyard really should be this. is the courtyard that should be grass. This is the courtyard that is underneath this clock. Now the good news is it is grass because I figured this out, and this little sort of slanting hallway around it, and not a hallway, there's probably a fancy word for this sort of area in the shade that's next to it, how it slants down. I built this on that angle over there because that's where I thought where it went. That is not where it goes. That over there should be rooms. This over here should be what this is. But this leads to my second mistake, right? Because there was another courtyard, and I was getting all three of these sort of combobulated, thinking some of them were the same when they weren't. This is not the courtyard that Dumbledore falls onto. No, because that's not the clock room. I'm going to put a clock there because there is a clock there, but the clock room that you see in in book 3, that's over there. I'll show you in a second where that should go. I've learned things. I've figured things out. This area, that you do see people hang out up there in one of the scenes, but it's like a closet room that's behind this clock. It's not clock machinery. It's what episode was it? You'll watch and you'll see. But it's different. So there's 2 clocks, and if you see what's behind the clock, you'll see that there are different things. Now I've already built the clock mechanisms here, and it looks awesome, and so I'm going to keep it. It is not going to go anywhere. And so let's take a look. Dun dun dun. How about that, huh? That's pretty cool. And you have the clock, you have the first gear. This, of course, is a pole and not a chain, even though it looks like a chain. That, helps connect the gears. The gears do the spinny spins, the spin into that spins, and that touches those spinnings. And what does it do? It's the clock. How does it work? It's the clock. See, that's the right answer. I haven't put my walls up yet. I'm still going to do that. But it was when I was working on this, and I'm like, yeah, and this is where Albus Dumbledore falls down, and Harry Potter hides underneath, and no, that's not this room at all. So let me show you where I think that happens at. But yeah, there's a little tower at the top of this building. This is the infirmary. This should be the infirmary. And I'll still make infirmary-like stuff somewhere up here. I don't know exactly where. Maybe I'll actually make it 1 floor lower. I don't know. But it'll happen. There'll be an infirmary in this building because this is where it's supposed to be, even though I think it might supposed to be like up here somewhere. Because I don't want to move these gears. I might have just changed my mind. Maybe I will move these gears. I don't know. But let me finish my other thought. Is that, let's get this out. Let's do a little bit of flying around. All right, so that courtyard is actually this courtyard. Okay, so I gotta fix the other one by the front. And then if you come over here, there's lots of big towers that will happen over here. But there's this courtyard. There's this big tower here, this big circular area. It'll be a big tower, and there's some of this squariness next to it actually goes up to a big tower. It's just not a round tower. It's one of the few square towers that's ginormous in the castle. It's at the top of over here-ish somewhere, because if you do the watching of the movies and you do the seeing of what they do in the movies, then when they're in the clock, the one that Dumbledore fell out of, and they're standing up there and they're just looking out, they see the lake. Well, they see the tower, they see the castle as it's below them, and then beyond the castle they see a lake, and they see this in the background. So they're looking across a lot of Hogwarts, and they see, the lake that's out this way. Now, I'm going to have the lake out that way as well, because I'm not going to fill in the lake. But in the movie, this here land that's way down there would continue on that way. But I'm not. I'm going to have it hug the castle and wrap around that way, because that's just where I built this in the swamp, and I don't want to have to add all that land. So they don't see these islands, they don't see these trees, they see the lake, and it's all automated. So yeah, I actually feel better now that I figured out why some of those things weren't making sense to me. You can't fly with bread, you gotta use a rocket. But that does mean that I have some fixing to do. I already fixed this one, because this was like a sort of an all wood thing, and like, no, this is the grassy corridor, or the grassy courtyard. I will eventually fix the one over here. It's not on the top of my priority list. It is something that will happen, but it may happen after a lot more other work is done because I'm just not in the mood. But yeah, I'll bring this wall out, make a ceiling somewhere here-ish, dig this down. I say dig it down, it's only 1 block deep. But anyways, you get the, and have it look more like what you had in book 1 and when they were in this area, and then what other book was in this area. The one where they're learning about Tom Riddle as a child. Yeah, so I guess that's book 2. They're also in this room of these stairs that are kind of going up and down into this area. It all makes sense to me now. Now I understand what they were doing. So some of the models that I saw that were also confused, they're wrong. I now know it's what I want to do. Even though this does look nice. I mean, I'm not unhappy with it. I just, now that I know and it makes sense to me how it should work, I want to make it that. Yep. Whee! Okay, so what else have I done here? So let's go ahead and go through some of the steps. Since we last talked, I finished some more of the gears in the clock room, so I showed you that. And I redid this courtyard. And what I just said before I cut out last time is, well, it probably needs to be bigger. Yeah, I made it like 4 blocks bigger on each side. I turned it into the right thing. I also had it step down. It's just because it added that extra depth that you have to come up into it. I don't know that that's really canon, that it kind of comes down. I just, when I was building it, I'm like, man, that just looks a lot nicer that you come like out of the castle and down a little bit. And I thought that looked nice. This is where the bridge is going to go. I've redone the landscaping out here so many times. So I redid it again. So I had ripped it all up. Now this part comes out as if it's a building. That's a kind of neat looking building, or a brick right there. Why would it should be white? Because I wanted this to be sort of angly. Coming down. It's all hollow behind here. Yes, that's exactly what this is. I built all this up. But there's supposed to be these 2 towers. Now that I, again, understand the models, it's like, yes, there's these towers, and then the doofy bobber bridgey shoots out. So I'm much more happy with it. Now these towers are not symmetrical. There are a few differences in some of the heights. I did that on purpose. I wanted them, they looked kind of different, like very close but not quite. So they are very close but not quite. This one here is actually taller. You just have to trust me. I'm not going to go through the math. Yeah, just to show you all the different sides. So I had it come, like I said, out of the castle. Oh, and I was trying to do some things with that. Do you like that? Or should it just be the terracotta? I think I like the tramp doors underneath it instead of just the dark terracotta. But anyways, that's a different problem for a different day. This is where we're at now. Oh, let's not use rockets. Let's go this way. Yes, here's where we will go up. Now underneath over here again is where the Chamber of Secrets will be somehow, kind of sort of. I totally meant to do that. Oh, that's why I can't go up. Okay, that's weird. I tell you what, we'll leave this here. We'll leave it right there. Okay, perfect. Look at this. Look at that one. Look at that one. Look at that one. That one's hotter. It just is. Just is. Deal with it. Okay, but I'm not going to work much more on the thingy on the Hogwarts for a while. I'm taking a big break because 1.17, the first part of the update's coming out, and I'm going to go do some coppers, and I'm going to go do the axolotls, and I'm going to have a lot of fun with that. So I probably won't be back here until after I've gotten my fill of 117. But I just wanted to make sure I brought everybody up to speed on exactly where I was. Let's take one last look at the gears. See, there can be a floor here. Right here, and this is maybe where I built the infirmary, or who knows, maybe I go ahead and tear out the gears and put the infirmary in here. That might be more canon. Oh, but I love these gears. Maybe I'll just take a bunch of screen captures and try to rebuild them about the same, so I don't have to do the thinking all over again. Because thinking's hard. It's hard. I do like the chandelier. It looks kind of nice. But yeah, that's it. Now I'm just kind of wasting time and mumbling and saying yeah and not really doing anything valuable. So I think I'll go ahead and cut it here. Again, next time I chat with you, it'll be at the 1.17 update. And it will probably be a few episodes before I get back to Hogwarts. So I'll catch you all in the future. And have a good one. Later, dudes.